No, what do you guys think about? Have you guys seen or heard about the thing that Google announced this week?
Controller?
It is. Yeah,
Starts
it's
with a
essentially a
S.
controller, but the Stadia.
The second, all this technology didn't even look into it. I saw that they inscribed the Konami code on it, and I thought, I'm out.
Yeah,
Two
they
on the
showed the
nose.
controller on stage, and then they showed the top of it, and it looks like they engraved the Konami code into it. I had people since then telling me like, "Oh, I think that's just for the render they showed, or it's not real." But that to me was right in line with the Joker just being a tribute. It's like, well, they showed it.
They showed it.
They showed it. Is that on there or not?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what it really does because I was so disgusted by that, and I thought, I don't care about this. So
it was cringy. But it was kind of interesting. It's like, hey, it will play. You can. It's all streaming.
Yeah.
And you'll play from anything that can run Chrome. So a PC or a laptop or an iPad, iPhone, whatever, it will just play it.
I think it looks cool, but I don't expect it to be around for very long.
It's like cloud computing, right? Like it's going to be running the game on a server somewhere and streaming the input from your controller to that server and the video from that server.
Yeah, it's streaming a video to you. I love
OnLive kind of was around trying to do that back in the day.
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly what it was. It was trying to do that.
Now, PlayStation now.
Yeah, now Google has the infrastructure. If anybody has the infrastructure, Google does to make that the best it can be. But I don't think our internet is there yet.
Dude, my speeds are not.
And I think people are just already... Most people have at least 2 consoles, if not all of them. And I don't think a fourth one is going to compete. Microsoft is already struggling to compete with Nintendo and Sony.
Sure.
And so Google is going to sweep in and become the dominant,
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what they're gunning for. It might not be that. I mean,
I'm sure Google's gunning to be number 1. I don't think a company like Google is like, we're going to aim to be the 3rd most prominent video game console out there.
I think they see a good business with it in terms of, obviously Google runs the biggest online video platform with YouTube, and they showed on stage like, hey, you're watching videos of YouTube, depending on what the game's tagged, like, okay, you're watching Assassin's Creed videos.
That was a cool thing.
You can click, I want to play Assassin's Creed, and you could click a thing at the bottom of the video, and you're playing it.
Right.
And I think that is a great idea in theory, but I don't think our network situation is there. I mean, that's not a bold thought.
5G though.
I think some games it might be cool, but even if your connection is perfect, there's still like fighting games are not going to be split second accurate. There's going to be certain games you can't.
A lot
really
of stuff
do.
won't work. It'd be good for turn based.
Have they talked about a price?
No, they
I think you're just paying for software. I mean,
you have to get the controller.
True. You got to buy the controller.
They haven't said no. They dodged all that. Didn't answer any of it.
The whole Assassin's Creed Odyssey thing was a bad example, I thought, because I'm so sick of that game. Because I've been watching my girlfriend pour, hundreds of hours.
Oh wow,
into
that
it.
much.
And I'm like, of all the games you showcase, like this is the one I'm the least interested in.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with some kind of like first party something.
Well, so they said they are going to have a first party studio.
Oh, okay. See,
they brought out Jade Raymond, who was on the original Assassin's Creed. But so she's helming their first party division. They said we've got great first party games. Yeah, and she's like, we got great first party games. And then they were like, bye. It was like they didn't say what they were or anything.
That's good though. I would trust that producer.
Yeah. So maybe if it had like rad first party games that would make it worth checking out, I guess I would. But otherwise, I'm not interested in playing Assassin's Creed that way personally.
Are they going to have keynote at E3?
I don't know. They haven't said.
Google? Oh.
Nobody else is. So I think Microsoft is the only game in town with that.
Really?
Yeah.
And what is PlayStation doing again?
Nothing.
They're doing like their state of play, but yeah, they're not focusing on E3 this year because they just want to finish up their current slate instead of. They probably just don't have anything to show this year. Yeah.
So somebody
they don't want to show hardware yet.
Somebody said this on Twitter. I can't. God, I would credit them. I can't remember who said it. Sorry, but. Yeah, they announced this thing, State of Play. And as soon as I heard it, I thought it was like Nickelodeon's Day of Play, where they're going to tell everyone to turn their TV off and go play. So maybe that'll be what it is. PlayStation's going to be like, look, no PS5 anytime soon. Go play.
You guys are having too much fun. Get outside. I want to see some bug bites.
Yeah. So anyway, who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So the Stadia thing, I love new technology, but I still feel like, will it ever be better to do that versus having a super powerful device next to you? I don't know. I see the convenience of it, but I just, I don't know.
I mean,
Input lag's a
can't
big
decide.
thing.
Yeah, and it could also be for people who aren't maybe like hardcore gamers. Like maybe this is just more of a casual intent.
Yeah.
And if it's like a Netflix thing, hey, pay $30 a month for all these games. You can try this out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good for families.
And I'm sure there's some games that the latency doesn't matter. Personally, I've played some on PlayStation Now where it was like, this is no big deal, but yeah.
$30 a month, what's that? $360 a year?
Yeah,
That's the
or however
most
much,
fucking expensive gaming experience ever.
Yeah, well, they haven't said the actual price. I think people are speculating that stuff, but some people, well, this is going to be foolish talking about this because the Apple event is tomorrow. By the time people see this on Tuesday, it will already have happened. But there's some rumors saying that Google did this to get in front of Apple because they're about to announce something like this.
Hell yeah.
Streaming
But-
a game system.
That's gonna be cheap.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be dirt cheap, and it'll have all. I hope there's Apple first-party games that Tim Cook developed himself.
And Johnny V can read about.
Yeah, yeah. Johnny, what's his name? Johnny Ive. Johnny Ive can be like.
I got the.
Can you? Close enough. You got
I
one of
see
the
what I
letters.
did. I see what I did.
He can announce them. He could imagine Johnny Ive announces new games at E3. The new Street Fighter. You can beat the shit out of.
Blanco's never looked so good with
Blanc-
the crisp
raised by
red
eels
hair
as
and
a-
the electricity flowing from his pores was actually used from carbonite that we found in the volcano layer of Hawaii.
Evil Ryu's jersey was painted black using a capillary effect.
Put Siri in the game as new fighter.
Yeah, Siri is. Yeah, you have to
Sick.
fight Siri, and she knows everything, so you don't. You'd be like, she goes, she's gonna go ass whooping. Pfft, you have arrived.
She's just gonna show up when you don't want her to.
Yeah,
She just turns
yeah. You're gonna just be playing as other characters. She's gonna go, what? I missed
I
that.
wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Sorry, I missed that.
Does Google or any of the other platforms have a person?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Alexa-
Cortana.
isn't it Alexa?
Alexa?
Well, okay, yeah, Alexa, the Amazon one, but with the phone, wasn't there
Cortana.
Cortana
on Microsoft?
Android.
Yeah, but I'm talking on
What
the
about
Samsung's got Brixby.
That's what it was.
Brixby.
It was something with a B. That's what it was. Do you use that, or does that work good?
Fuck no. I fucking hate Brixby.
Yeah.
No one likes their
Yeah.
digital helper.
I wish I had a digital gun and I could
Yeah.
assassinate Brixby.
Hey, iShotty, you might be able to download it
yeah,
still.
try it.
That'd be good if you could like remove Siri and it was like, you know, they gave you an app with a gun and you could blast her.
You're
I'm
looking
a
for.
sicko.
D-Res.
Welcome to my world. This is what I
that's how
think
crazy
about.
he is.
He's
right now.
dark and twisted, guys.
But yeah, Siri really I use for reminders, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
I don't interface with it in a normal thing. I'm like,
I got a calendar app.
remind me to do that. Well, I do. I just do it that way. I'm like, put on the 16th. I have an appointment on whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
I put
yeah.
it there. Done.
I like telling her to send texts and stuff. I have her dictate for me.
I rarely do that. Every now and then I'll do that. If
dictation.
my arms are full and but my Apple Watch is near my face, I
Oh.
will go like, text Kevin, I locked the door. And once in a while, but not super often.
Yeah.
Text Kevin, I'm horny.
What are you guys
And then-
dating?
He gets that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You get that a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Midnight.
who do I tell? I'm sorry. I'll keep it to
You
myself.
know what I did like
Jesus.
is once I got Apple Music, I could say Siri and play literally any song and
Yeah.
it would just play.
That
And
was
that's
cool.
kind of
That's cool.
Yeah, because I have the HomePod and I do.
Oh,
Come to
okay.
think of it, with that, I do that where I'll be like, hey, I'll be like, hey Siri, play temporary secretary. I hope at home that just happened. I hope. People,
No one.
some
No
of
one has a
them.
HomePod but you. You're
No,
the
but
one
if their
person.
phone has that feature on.
Oh, okay.
I was really surprised. There was a few weeks ago I told Siri, "Hey Siri, play Slim Anus by Insane Clown Posse," and sure enough,
Oh,
that was on
no.
Apple Music. And I
You
was
got
like,
that right,
yeah,
Slim
it was.
Anus.
They got
I couldn't
everything.
believe that was on Apple Music.
got it
So,
all, dude.
It works. Good
Hell
service.
yeah.
I haven't heard about that. I haven't thought about that song in a million years. I
Yeah.
remember kids at school trying to tell me how cool ICP was, and I was looking for an example, and they
They
were
used
like,
that?
"Well, they just did a song called Slim Anus," and I was like, "Oh, so that's
That's kind of a
not for me.
compliment.
That
You know what?
sealed the deal.
Here
I'm not
in-
gonna."
In 2019, as of today, I have more respect for ICP than Eminem. as a performer.
Actually, now
And
maybe.
I think
now
ICP's
maybe.
career is better than ever, and Eminem is
I care much-
dunzo.
Well, ICP found their.
Their niche.
They've got a dedicated following. They've got the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Found
Yeah.
the
Does
family.
Eminem have the Gathering of the candy?
Shadies?
No.
Yeah,
He's
Gathering
got
of the Slim
nothing.
Shadies. That's the only way he
Gathering
could
of
do
the
it.
Slim of the Stands?
And
No.
all his and straight up, and this is no shade, Sean. When I say this, it's no shade.
No
Okay.
shade.
Please don't be upset.
Oh,
don't be mad.
I'm already
But
upset,
listen,
though. Okay.
listen. All of Eminem's songs now are about being a good dad. Is that really interesting?
What was his daughter's name? He always
Meanwhile,
rapped about
ICP
it.
is
Haley.
going,
Haley.
I don't
Haley
understand the
Mathers.
concept of magnets or earthly like things, you know?
Yeah.
That's a way bigger concept.
Yeah.
No offense to being a dad. That's a great thing.
I wasn't okay. Well, I don't
got-
rap about being a dad.
Hey, you know what,
Sean-
Sean?
Sean's
If
so
you
good at rapping.
Sean, if you really like being a dad, congratulations.
Thank you.
For me, Eminem's not a bad rapper, just a really fatherly one. I'm Rocco Bodie, your music critic.
I think it seals the deal. Big Money Rustlers, way better film than 8 Mile.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
And-
it's
and-
not even comparable.
Spawned off many other films. I mean, that's just one of
Big Money
ICP's
Hustlers.
to make.
Classic.
And also, of the two
point.
rap enterprises, only one has collaborated with DJ Big Butts and Horny Nuts, and I'll let you figure out which.
And Jack White.
And Jack.
True.
Exactly.
And there's 2 of them.
And who? ODB.
Big Baby Jesus worked with them.
That's right.
Well, I mean, there's 2 of them. You got Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J. That's 2 against 1. I think Marshall, even if he gets Slim Shady to help him out, they're both going down with their narrow asses.
Yeah.
Back to Detroit.
Very narrow asses on all of them. You know, what can I say?
You seen the size of Shaggy? He's swole, bro.
Yeah. Very, very.
Yeah, you see the size of Violent J?
He's swoller.
He has lost a lot of weight.
Kevin Smith levels or what? What are we dealing with?
That's the new thing. If you were a big guy in the 90s, you're skinny now.
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
called
what,
not wanting to die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just what it is.
Yeah, Ben Gillette.
It's kind of a new trend, Derek.
Yeah.
You must be hip to it. That people are learning about
Yeah.
is if you lose weight, you might not die as quick.
Yeah.
It's kind of a new hip
Longevity.
thing.
I think, well, you know, all the heavy dudes just died, and so the ones who lost weight are still alive.
Got it.
yeah, it's
Understood.
kind of a.
They see the writing on that wall that's coming at them before they hit it.
I see.
And you know, it's social media that caused this whole thing. They were like, "Oh, I see you're dying," and then they no, okay, you know. But back in the day, you didn't know what's going to happen to this old gigantic man.
You croak. One day you don't wake up.
we didn't know.
Yeah.
Miss you, big pun.